Hello everyone, and welcome back. And this will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Libra for the week of January 26th. So, did anyone make a New Year's resolution this year? Well, and at this time I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. And for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And of course the lovely comments. It is so nice to hear from each and every one of you. Some of you telling me that you subscribe to my channel, so thank you for that. As well as letting me know that you've enjoyed the readings. They resonated with some of you. Some of them give you some answers to the questions you had. So that's very nice to hear that. You appreciate my readings. So thank you. All right. And the Death card. So coming to an understanding that something needs to end. You've been thinking about this for a while and you're trying to figure out which way you should move next. But I think this is the week that you're going to make that decision, because you know something, is not only ending, but you want a new beginning. You want to start fresh. You want to take, chances again. So you're making a transformation for yourself and you're motivated for this. Because this now is an ending of a cycle. So this is a whole new transformation for you, a new beginning. And you're ready for it. You're ready to move on and start something fresh. Yeah, look at that, the Tower card. Yeah, something definitely has happened recently or is about to. And you already sense it. Like you already knew this was coming. Your intuition was sort of pushing and nagging at you. So you had a real strong suspicion about this sudden change. Something happened and it was an awakening, a wake-up call. So you can release something. You have your own sudden insight of, what has transpired, and now you're right at the door of it. You're moving on, you're separating, you're taking care of yourself, you know what it is that you have to do to protect yourself, and you're doing that. So you've already begun this process of, releasing stuff from your past. Ooh, nice. The Ace of Pentacles. How very nice to see for you. It's a lucky card. There's work, there's tangible results, material gains. There's exercises for some that you want to do, like mental exercises to bring stuff into your life, like manifesting. So it's starting to pay off. It really is. This could be a small windfall for some of you, and that would be wonderful. So you might need to have a financial advisor come and talk to you about, how to invest and all that thing, because this is the yes card from the universe. You're embarking on a whole new dream for yourself. If this is, you've applied for that dream job, well, guess what? You got it, sort of thing. So you really have some, after letting all this go and realizing, then they bring in something better for you. So that's wonderful to see. Like you are really just at the beginning of this. And the Knight of Wands. So yeah, taking charge, moving forward. You have a want, need, and desire moving forward. So you are really ready for this. Some of you are just wanting to get moving on something again. You have goals and dreams and you're ready to have them all. You've been listening, you've been doing what you had to do, and now you have a new opportunity for something totally new in your life. So you can really change things, but the universe is also telling you, take it a little bit slower, pay attention to what you're doing, you know, maybe needing to pause just a little bit until you get your footing, so you know what you're doing. Don't do anything, you know, out of the ordinary. Like, don't take chances. Like, if you're out walking, don't take a new path. Stick to the one that you know, sort of thing. You know, you don't want to rush into anything and get yourself in some sort of pickle here. And the Four of Pentacles. Yes, hanging on to your finances. Very smart. You know, some kind, this card of greed. I call it frugal. You know, you're hanging on. You're knowing what it's like to have less from your past. And you don't want to feel that ever again. So you're really watching what you're doing. Watching how your finances, and this may give you that freedom, but you have learned from the past enough to know, invest, take care of yourself. You can still spend and enjoy things, but make sure there's still stuff left over for the rainy day. So you're really following your intuition this week on what you have learned from your past. Yeah, look at that. The Six of Cups, beautiful. You know, happy childhood, happy home, happy life. Good nostalgia, like you are having some really wonderful inward feelings for yourself. Maybe you just ran into somebody you haven't seen for a while, or somebody got in touch with you, and it just floods you back with, you know, the childhood wonders and memories of good times. So you're just in a little bit of a cloud right now, you know, thinking of all that you wanted in your future, and now you have the chance to achieve it. So you're just quite happy right now, just remembering some things. And the Eight of Cups, yes, learning to walk away. Realizing, you know, there's something in your life that has come to its ending, full circle, and you need to let it go. You know, you put time, energy, effort into this, and this could be maybe you put money into something as well. But you're starting to realize that it's not going to give you your desired outcome. So you've come to the conclusion that you need to walk away from it and move on to something much more tangible and happy for yourself. And sometimes it's hard to let go, but this time it feels more like you're okay with letting this go. You've already come to that understanding that, you know, as soon as you can get out of this situation, you're doing it. And the High Priestess, yeah, you're a lot more calmer than people thought you were going to be. Things seem to be just coming into your life a little more easier. You know, you're trusting yourself, you're understanding the, you know, the signs and synchronicities that are happening around you, and you're paying attention. So you're not allowing yourself to, you know, not watch what's coming for you. You already can see it. So, but you've already course corrected for it as well. So you're feeling more in balance. Things are starting to, you know, take off again, like grow. You're feeling, you know, right place, right time sort of thing, and making the right decisions for yourself. And you're not afraid to do what it takes to achieve a dream that you have. And the King of Pentacles, yes, taking care of your finances, making sure that you have enough for the future. Investing, absolutely investing here by the looks of this. You know, you're using your head over your heart. You're really thinking like long term. So you're slowing yourself down a little bit. You know, slow and steady will get you to the end where you want to be. So you're understanding things need to move a little bit slower so that you can catch up to them and understand how you need to overcome some stuff in your life, you know. So you're making a promise to yourself to slow down, just temporary. And the Six of Rods. Look at that. Finally getting recognition. Pardon me. Understanding where you come from. People are starting to appreciate what you bring to the table instead of always expecting it. They're finally realizing how hard and what you've put into achieving where you're at. So you're getting your attaboys. People are starting to recognize you. Even if you have to say it yourself, like, no, I've done that, or no, I can do that. And know full-heartedly that you have done it. So people are starting to turn their heads a little bit. Take a little bit more notice of you. And the Two of Cups. So there's coming together of a couple. Now this could be a proposal for some, so congratulations on that. This could be coming together in a partnership of some sort, whether it's business or just a partner as in somebody who likes to take walks with you, you know, that sort of thing. It doesn't have to always be a partner as in somebody you get engaged to. This could just be the beginning of a very like-minded, happy company. So you're really getting along here. This person helps you, completes you. You know, you really are on the same idealistics of life, the outcome, what, you know, your future is going to look like, that sort of thing. But this is a good partnership. And the Ace of Cups, beautiful. Wish fulfillment, dreams come true, you know. It's overflowing with abundance. You found your own purpose. Your dreams are coming through. Now, if this is an engagement for some of you, you're quite aware of what has come before. So you're not allowing yourself to put on rose-colored glasses and not see what's being presented to you. You're very smart that way. So you're making some pretty clear judgment calls. You're not allowing yourself to just get swept off your feet. You're understanding that you need to really think about the next step that you take. So you're watching your P's and Q's. You're not just leaping into anything. Though you're feeling that you want to. You're very passionate about this. But you also are wise enough to slow it down just that little bit. You know, don't forget to take care of yourself first. And the Knight of Pentacles. Well, there you go. You know, slowing down, moving forward. You know, this is travel for some of you. Just small destinations. Just starting something totally fresh. Though you want to go at a faster pace, you're wise enough to know it's better to take it slow. Like I said, if this is a trip, it can be just a trip, taking a walk in a park, just something that gets your mind a different shift. You just need that this week. But it'll pass, and you will know what your next step is. Okay. But yeah, it looks like you're really moving forward on something. You know, because you've already let go of something from the past. You know, you've had to let somebody stop. And that can be a friendship as well. Yeah, look, the Tower card. See, you're following your intuition. You had a strange feeling. Something really changed. And now you can see it. You know, this is a sudden change. It's going to make a difference, definitely for you. But this is your awakening card. You know, you're looking it straight in the eye. You know how to fix what you need to fix for yourself. And in many cases, you've already taken the steps to protect yourself from this. So good for you for, you know, acknowledging and following your intuition this week. Okay. And your Oracle card. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. Now, isn't that nice? And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.